Hello and welcome to Fresh Face One Shots. My name is Joey.
And I'm Jacob, and you screwed up that intro, Joey.
Did I?
Yeah,
sorry.
This is the Gail Simone approved Fresh Face One Shots.
Gail, if you're watching this, we're so sorry.
We're sorry, but look,
this is the first Uncanny X-Men one shot we're recording since we know that Gail knows who we are, which is very cool because we're talking the Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone, which has been fantastic, and this issue remains
drawn
no
by,
less fantastic.
What's the first name of the artist? I can't remember.
Andre Bresson.
Andre
Bresson. Yes. More Andre Bresson, who is fantastic, and I really love their art. And I love this issue, as I love every issue of this run. Seriously, this is great. I'm also just once again really sad that we're going straight into another event right after this because Gail does so many great things with these characters on their own, and I do not hate events on principle. But I feel like we just had one, and I'm a little wary.
We did just have one.
Yeah.
I will counterpoint and say, unlike Raid on Grey Malkin, which I think kind of derailed the book, there is a clear pausing point here.
That's true. It did feel like we were kind of into things. Like we were still into other things before Raid on Grey Malkin happened, and here there actually is a conclusion to things before going into our next event, which there is actually a tease for at the end of this, this issue, which is very nice. But let's get into this.
We should say we will be covering the full event throughout March. I know near the end we are likely going to be late on things because
of you.
For people, for people who don't follow the main podcast, at the end of March I usually go on vacation for a week, and while we can do the regular podcast episodes a little bit in advance, we can't.
A little harder for things that are coming out. One by one. So we'll be covering all of X-Man Hunt week to week. But when it gets to the last week of March, those videos will be a little bit late. So we apologize for that in advance. But getting right into this, I like this opening Nightcrawler scene with Chelsea here. I really like that. It's nice. Again, I love seeing these domestic scenes with our mutant characters. It's lovely to see. I also love Nightcrawler seeing the family that he saved right before Raid on Grey Malkin happened. It's a fantastic moment, and for Nightcrawler not appearing much in the issue, it's a really great moment for him to have right at the start here. But then we jump right back into things, right where we left off last issue with Death Dream dead on the floor of the mall, or other outliers surrounding him, and I love the fight sequence that breaks out here. Andre Bresson, I think, is really one of the big stars of this issue here. In the scene that he's able to draw here, right alongside, of course, our inker, our colorist with Matthew Wilson, because I think Bresson is also doing inks here, which look great. So.
Yes, he is the only credited artist, so he's definitely doing inks. But can we talk about Jitter and the fact that Jitter has some combat medic experience, where it's like,
it felt like a very much felt like almost like a Flash sequence, like something out of the New 52 stuff that we read on the podcast. Just counting down these seconds here as we go through this sort of action sequence from Jitter's perspective, I think is very, very cool. It's great. It's a great sequence.
Because we should say, Death Dream not actually dead. There's a teeny tiny pulse, but he's got broken ribs and probably a punctured lung, and the Sentinel hounds aren't going to fucking let through the ambulance. Why would they? I will also say, once again, continuing this line of reasoning that I had sort of last issue, I'm just surprised with how much violence and borderline gore that we're getting away with here, showing Death Dream's dead body. There's this one scene in the digital issue, I believe it's on page 10, where Jitter is looking at Death Dream's wounds, and it's surprisingly graphic. I think it really adds to this moment, and even though we are not sticking with an actual ending for Death Dream as a character, I think this moment is really going to stick with us as readers, because Simone and Bresson didn't really hold back on this moment, and it hits. It really hits. So I also think this is probably where the Outliers really coalesce as a team.
It is the first time they've also been pretty much fully without the main X-Men.
Oh my gosh! And it was desperately needed. Let's be honest. Okay, that makes it sound like I'm not.
No, I wouldn't quite say that. I think it is a great step for them to take as characters, and also to show that even though we're making them work on their own as a team here. It is technically a failure. Like Deathstream actually died, and we just barely got out of this by the skin of our teeth. And
can I also say, I love as Ransom's going to find the needles. He's like, I need a large needle to save someone's life. I'll pay $400 minus 4 pretzels.
Yes. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. But yeah, of course we see Deathstream. We have Dr. Ellis here talking to Trask about our Sentinel Hounds as they have pretty much gone on the rampage here.
And we finally we get confirmation that this is Lawrence Trask.
Yes. Yeah. And we see once again our outliers trying to handle our Sentinel Hounds. I love also in particular this great page that Bresson does. I think it's on 14 of the digital issue of just these really scratchy outlines of panels, which I think are very representative of Deathstream coming back. Like it's very much like his style of art here, just for the borders of those panels. They look great. It's when Deathstream actually comes back to life. It's very cool. And once again, also this is a great issue where Ransom has gotten to shine, I think, as a character. Specifically as we get towards the end of the issue here, when Wolverine and Jubilee arrive, and you have Logan and Ransom like really connecting here once again. We've had great scenes with them before, but I think this is also it's a small character moment between them. But towards the end, I really love the way they connect. We have Nightcrawler popping in here to help with the Hounds. We have look. I love. It's a very small moment. We have Jubilee here, hitting on a cop as they arrive at the mall here, and like I don't know. I just can't help but imagine Simone's script saying something like, "Just draw a really cute cop." I really need Jubilee to be into this guy. It's very funny. Love this moment. But yeah, it's so good. We defeat our Sentinel Hounds. Like I said, we have that great moment between Logan and Ransom here, where like Ransom tells him like, "Hey, don't call me kid anymore," and he says, "Got it, bub." It's just great little moment. It's like I think it's a small.
Talk about there's also like this really dark undercurrent as to what the Hounds are. That they are formed with real biological material from stray dogs.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't think that's the normal Sentinel thing, right? They're not usually
people
in
no,
there.
No. I mean,
so
again. Also, I've not kept up on current X-Men for a long time, so like I don't know if this is a thing that has happened with Sentinels, but as far as I've read, Sentinel-wise, that's never happened. It's never really been.
I don't know. It's a great little bit of dark undercurrent of oh shit, they turned some dogs into some robots.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Which might explain why they aren't ever responding to the several kill switches that Ellis has tried to send out. Because we have to remember, Ellis is a villain, but like she doesn't want to see the children murdered because it's going to make her look bad. Like
exactly. Then I do also love the scene that ends this issue. It's Rogue and Gambit being perfect together. They're a great couple. I love the designs of their costumes here, or not costumes, rather, just the outfits they're in as they're out in the town together. We get a scene of some kind of creature looking after them, stalking them, and I'm assuming this is tying into X-Man Hunt somehow because it is followed up immediately with next X-Man Hunt begins. If not, I'll be curious to see how this doesn't tie in, but I'm pretty sure it is, so I guess we'll see. We'll find out as we begin X-Man Hunt next time.
In the Uncanny X-Men number 11.
Yeah.
Also, can we talk about the all dogs go to heaven joke?
Yes. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I could probably just spend a lot of time just quoting this issue because it seems to me Gail Simone is a very quotable writer. Who knew?
It's true. It's absolutely true. Yeah. As we're also finding out on things for the main podcast, which I can't say too much about because that episode that we reveal, the one that we're talking about next, is not out yet.
Has not dropped yet.
It's out. It'll be out soon. It'll be out tomorrow, actually. Let's get into promotions. Be sure to check out other Fresh Face one-shots we do. We cover Superman by Joshua Williamson, Wonder Woman by Tom King, Batman The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, The End of the Long Halloween Saga. Obviously, we also cover the Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone, and I suppose sometimes I cover X-Men by Jen McKay on Fresh Face Solos. I honestly don't know how long I'm going to keep that up because it's hard. I'll be real. It's kind of hard to find the passion to continually talk about that run. sorry.
Look, if it's not doing it for you, you can drop it and replace it with something else.
Yeah, but I do also like legally I have to cover that issue, an issue of X-Men next month. So
I mean, yeah, but you'll be doing that with me.
That's true. So, as X-Man Hunt begins, we're covering all X-Man Hunt issues, including the one tied issue, Collateral Damage. So be on the lookout for all that when it comes out. Also, check out the main podcast, Fresh Face Comics. We have an episode tomorrow when this comes out. Tomorrow, our episode on Preacher Book 1 comes out. We're talking about Preacher on the podcast. We had a great discussion about it.
It's a long one.
It's a long episode. It is a 3-hour episode. I'm so happy with how it turned out. Be there for the Preacher takes, especially Jacob's. And also, if you love the work of Gail Simone, check out the end of that episode where we'll reveal what we're covering next time on Fresh Face Comics, because it's something we're both really excited about. So if you can't tell in the involuntary raise in the pitch of my voice, so check all that out when that is out. Our link trees will be in the description below as well. You can follow us wherever you want to follow us. Subscribe to the channel, Blood Internet Studios. Any and all support means the absolute world to us. Until next time, this has been Joey Morgan
and Jacob Licklider.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.